All right, piss and vinegar, day 133, I think. Is this on? Yes. So, arm wrestling day, last day of the week. I've done it a little bit differently this week. Normally I do 7 days, no days off. This week I've decided to do 5 days. So, having my accessory muscles like traps, neck, abs and shit at the end of the main workouts. So, or like I do a 2 a day at the moment, really. That way I can take Saturday and Sunday off and get a bit more recovery, which I think is very important now that I'm into a weight cut. But this week I was supposed to do like Monday to Wednesday, then take Thursday off. But yesterday was Thursday, but I was anger maxing yesterday, so I fucking worked out anyway. So this way I'm gonna have the weekend off, hopefully allows for some more gains and progressive overload throughout this weight cut with a bit more recovery, but we'll see. It's gonna be hard not training. I hate fucking taking days off. Damn, dude, I'm definitely getting some mad tendonitis in my elbows from side pressure training in this right elbow. The left, not so much, because I don't train side pressure through the left, but this elbow, it's really hard to feel like my forearm, my flexors. I'm just feeling it in the attachment of the tendon. So that's the downside of side pressure training, is you get some mad fucking tendonitis through the elbows. That hurts, dude. Like if I open my elbow right now, I can fully extend it, I can feel it in there. Today I'm not doing side pressure because last session I did a 1 rep max side pressure, so I wanted to give my elbow a break because it's feeling a bit nasty in there right now. Yeah, so this one, like, no problem, no pain in there. It's the side pressure training. Training, go watch it. I did a crazy side pressure 1 rep max I did not see coming. I did the whole stack, 70 kilos. That's genuinely considered elite level side pressure. So I was blown the fuck away from how strong my side pressure is right now. I just never thought I would get anything in arm wrestling that strong. I mean, it doesn't mean that I'm good at arm wrestling by any means. It just means I got really good side pressure. So that was crazy. And I think, honestly, I've got 75, maybe even 80 in the tank. So, you know, I'm going to go back to just doing some more 5x5 just to, because I don't want to go for another 1 rep max. That took some fucking toll on my elbow. So I'm going to go back to 5x5 for a few months. And then I'll test it again, and fuck it, man, who knows, like maybe 80, maybe 85 or some shit, who knows. It just felt really, like, honestly, the 70 that I didn't feel that heavy. And it wasn't like you know, I see a lot of people do side pressure, and including the man himself, Todd Hutchings, a lot of times people just move it an inch. That's where they, like, that's what it really is to max out on side pressure. Like, you just budget like an inch. But I moved 70 kilos, like the whole range of motion. Like, it was actually not that hard. So who knows what I got there? I think it's really just what my elbow can take at this point. Oh, dude, yeah, that's rough. Like, if I open my elbow, that hurts. I need to probably maybe back off the side pressure a little bit for a bit, because it's really strong. So, like, you know, maybe I can just give it a rest, because that's fucked up. This drop set's too light. Shit, I'll just keep going. I probably need some higher reps anyway to get the blood into the tendons and ligaments that are all fucked up. Man, the problem with high rep arm wrestling training is your pain tolerance will give out. Not in the context of like my elbow being painful right now, like in the actual like lactic acid build, that will be the limiting factor. So I really like doing, you know, anywhere between 6 to 15 reps on arm wrestling vectors, because anything beyond that point, like that drop set I just did, that was too light, and it was getting into like, you know, 12, 15 range, and it was just, I felt like I had way more, but then the pain tolerance gives out, which is not what you want. And any time you do high intensity training, you want your mechanical or your mechanics to fail, not your brain or your pain tolerance. So that's why I don't like high reps so much. So, oh man, that feels like shit. Right, here we go. Fuck. Oh, fuck, man. Whew. All right, dead hang. These are brutal, and they're great for training the hands. There's not much I've found out of arm wrestling exercises that just allow you to get a crazy hand pump. Yeah, fat grip, dead hangs. Thin grip, too easy. Not fingertip or wrist dominant enough. You don't have to do flexion. Whereas this one, I put my hand in the flexion, so my wrist and flexors are engaged, and then grip as hard as I can with my fingers. And I suck at these because I've got very short fingers, but even more reason to do them. I'm already feeling that mad today. I'm not sure how long I've got. I normally do about 50 seconds, but oh man, my fingers are slipping crazy. Oh, fuck. Ah. Backing out. Oh. Oh. Wow. Yeah, that definitely wasn't 50 seconds today. Oh shit, dude, that hurts so bad. The pain release is crazy too. I just like to force or rest pause these. I just do a bunch of rest pauses. And then I can kind of drop set it. I put my toes down a little bit here, so now I weigh 90 kilos, but now I probably weigh more like 80 kilos. Fuck. Oh. Put my toes down straight away because I don't even think I can hold my body weight at this point. Oh, fuck. A bit of the king of the table. They haven't fully released it yet. I couldn't watch it live, unfortunately, because I live in Australia. you know, these live arm wrestling events that Engin Terzi and King of the Table runs, like, you know, East vs West, and King of the Table. It's like I have to get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning to watch it, and it's just too early unless it's like a crazy big match like Levin versus Devin or something like that. So I haven't seen heaps of them yet. I saw Devin versus Gorgey Svatkov, or whatever his name is. Fucking Devin crushed him, man. Devin's the man right now. And the other one I saw was Lars Robakin versus one of the Russian, you know, giant steroid dudes from, you know, Babkin's camp, or, you know, Dennis's camp. And at the first, this dude was doing really well, but Lars got that long flop wrist press, and I fucking love watching people flop wrist press, especially him, because he has that long leverage, and he was just cutting through this big roided up fucker's arm. It was actually a really cool match to watch. And yeah, this like big Russian roid head was like fucking freaking out. He was getting angry. He was being like, it was like suka bliet, getting, you know, when he was losing his arm and shit. Yeah, haven't seen the rest of it. I don't know who else. There was like Hermes versus Vitaly. I think Hermes won that one, and there was a few other big ones. But anyway, it'll be interesting to see Devin versus Levan. I think Devin's got a better chance now. He's, you know, he's much stronger, and he's stronger right now at lighter. Not many people talking about that. He's like 250 right now, and saying he's stronger than when he was 290, which means if he now gets up to 290 with all this stem cell recovery shit that he's got right now, it'll be like a whole new Devin, and I reckon he might be able to take Levan on. Who knows what he can do? And also Levan's injured, so they got 4 or 5 months. Levan has to now jump on cycle and get back up to, you know, 100%, which he might not be able to do. So they might meet somewhere in the middle as far as strength goes. I think Devin just needs more bicep. Last time his hand was there. He had the pronation in place. He just lost to the bicep. He lost to the side of the table. I mean, he literally lost his bicep. He tore it. So that's what Engin Terzi was saying, is Devin just needs a bit more bicep, and he's probably got it. You know, another 10 kilos, 13 kilos, 15 kilos. What is it that stops Levan from pinning him? Like, sometimes it could be a kilo or two in these arm wrestling matches. You know, the great Neil Pickup says, you know, one guy can look like 50 times stronger than another guy by the fact he just holds him at center, like it's no problem. But all that really is, a lot of times, is like 5 kilos more pressure. Maybe the guy who's holding that guy like a baby only is like 5 kilos stronger, because you can see that. These guys are very similar in strength. It's just that one's like maybe a little stronger, and it shows this tremendous difference, but in reality, there's not a huge difference. So who knows, maybe Devin only needs a little bit more bicep. Shit, that one didn't feel so good today. I think I lost a rep from last time. Oh well, I think with this one it's hard to standardize. So, you know, one day I've got like a more advantageous grip or setup, and therefore I get more reps than another session. So yeah, we'll just kind of keep going with that one. Oh, it's brutal. Just gonna do a quick drop set. Quick. This is not a quick drop set. This is like the shittiest fucking contraption to drop set, because it just takes so long to set up. Whoa, shit. Almost broke a shin there. Ah, fuck. Dude, this one's not working so good today. Oh, fuck. Now, part of me wants to do 2 different pronation exercise types because I feel like I might be missing out on some other form of pronation strength. But part of my philosophy on arm wrestling training for me specifically is kind of treating it as an experiment to see if high intensity training 1 set to failure can work for such a specific strength sport as that is arm wrestling. So seeing if I can just from 1 set to failure once a week get a noticeable or a respectable amount of strength in the vectors that will then potentially translate to a table. I'm working uphill here with small hands, but you know, I just wanted to, because I'm not super interested in becoming, you know, a professional arm wrestler or anything. If I was, I'd probably do what is time tested, and I would train, you know, all the different things on a, you know, regular basis with a bunch of volume and, you know, frequency and getting neurological adaptations and doing the Devil thing where you just train one arm and shit like that. But this for me is more like seeing how little you can do to get away with as far as strength, because this will be plenty for muscle size. Hypertrophy wise, by all means, just doing 1 set per muscle group works, demonstrably so. But as far as strength for a table in a technical aspect, I want to see, you know, where it can take me. So far, I'm doing all right. The thing I'm doing best at is the thing I'm doing volume with, ironically, is side pressure. But the reason I do side pressure with volume isn't because volume's better in that context. It's because I need to do reps and reserve side pressure because it's so fucking painful. Doing 5 rep maxes would be probably just as good as far as progressive overload goes, but it's unfeasible because my elbows would be fucking long gone by now if I was doing, you know, 1 rep maxes every single week with side pressure. Like last week, as I said, I did a 1 rep max, which was realistically probably could have been like a 3 or 4 rep max. But even that high of a threshold, like when I'm doing my 5x5 with side pressure, I've got so many reps in reserve, but that's how it has to be because it's so fucking painful. So that's the only thing that I do volume with.